at the park, and so the question is, how do you break the spell? So we're all going through different things, right? Hold on, y'all. It's, it's like the ground is uneven. Some of y'all might feel like that. You might feel like things are not balanced, or things are just it's it's more going out than coming in, or more um, negative than positive, whatever the case may be. There's a few different experiences that you guys could have, but let me see how to break the spell. We are talking about how to break the spell. What is going on in your life? There's some things going on in your life that are very uncomfortable, very unsettling, okay? And you do not feel at peace. Okay, there we go. You are not at peace, okay? And it is always challenging to be at peace when it seems like it's more chaos, okay? And you're trying your best, right, to have things work out for you, okay? But they don't seem to work. Why? So let's find out, like, how do we break this spell? All right, so I'm gonna put the timestamps. Um, I'm gonna put the timestamps on the video, okay, y'all? All right. So we're gonna do group 1, 2, and 3, okay? Group 1, 2, and 3. All right. So what you'll do is you take a deep breath. I'll put the timestamps in the video. Take a deep breath. Which one number do you feel drawn to? That's your pile, okay? So I'm gonna start off with group 1, and we are at 213. All right. So group 1, how do we break the spell? First thing I heard, group 1, is water, okay? One of the things that will really be beneficial, very helpful, is water. Okay, so that could be water magic. That could be that your body is lacking, is dehydrated. So there's some, there's fruit water. There's all different types of ways to hydrate your body, but having the element of water. Some of you guys have altars. You need to change the water on your altar. Some of you guys, you need to keep water around you. You need to communicate with the water spirits, because remember, our bodies are what, 70% water. So you really, really need to talk to the water in your cells, in your body. Talk to your blood. Your blood is a form of water, okay? Because with whatever spell that was cast, I hear that it's lineage. So group 1, whatever spells that have been cast for you, it's a lineage spell. It is something through from your ancestors. Someone cast a spell upon the lineage. So this has been something that's been affecting your lineage for quite some time, okay? I heard 6, so that could have been from 6 generations, okay? That could have been from 600 years ago, or even 6 years ago. But it feels longer. It doesn't feel like that soon. This is something longer. Or maybe it just hits you 6 years ago, like the effects of the lineage. Maybe this thing that's been, the spell that was cast, maybe it only starts to affect you at a certain age, at a certain turn point, okay? All right, so, but it feels like it's a lineage. Water is going to be essential. So remember, our bodies is 70% water. You need to talk to the water in your body. You need to drink water. You need to stay hydrated. You need to utilize talking to the spirits, the water spirits. Like, you really need to utilize the liquid in your life, whatever's flowing, because water flows unless you confine it, and we're confined in our body. So we need to keep the body moving. So exercise is also going to help break the spell, because for some of you, you might not feel active, or you don't get active in group 1, or you just always too tired to move and do what you want to do. But you got to get your body moving. Your body got to be jumping. It got to be moving around, okay? Whether it's yoga, whether it's walking, whether it's biking, cycling or whatever, whether it is getting one of those vibration plates, and then, or a trampoline, moving it up. You got to break this spell. The spell is cast upon your lineage to hinder you from moving forward, okay? And your movement will help shake that up, okay? So, another thing that will help break the spell, and everybody who comes on here that watches this video, you already gonna know what spell it is, okay? Oh, hi guys. Sorry, it's really bright, so I'm not gonna be able to see all the comments, okay? But you will. Another thing that will help is understanding what's gone and what's done is done. It's over. You gotta let things go. This group, you guys probably have issues with anger, resentment, and it's not this that you're a bad person, not to say you're a great person. None of it matters. It's what is, we hold on to certain emotions, and then it starts to fester in our body, and it causes illnesses. And that's what the spell wants you to be sick. The spell was cast to cause pain and suffering, so it can come in any form. So you have to let whatever you're holding on to go. If that means to forgive somebody, if that means to move away from somebody or something, whatever the case may be, you're gonna have to let it go to be free, okay? Don't be going back and forth with folks. If it's a partnership, if it's a lover, and they abuse you, or they don't treat you well, don't go back. They do not deserve your energy. That is a form of abuse for yourself. Not only is that person abusing you, but you're abusing yourself when you go back to people who are abusive, who talk down to you, who disrespect you. That is something I've had to learn. You have to know that a form of self-love is to not stay with people who treat you like you don't matter, because you matter. Literally, you are matter. Literally, you are matter, okay? So, Phoenix, this was the death card, okay? And this is Phoenix, okay? So, you gotta will break up the spell, or stop the spell, or reverse the spell, whatever, okay? Oh, I heard you need to do something with candles, with anything that's blockages. Like there's different types of candles that you can unblock yourself. I also saw crossroads. So some of y'all move in that direction. So some of y'all, you need to go to the crossroads, okay? And you need to give an offering unto the crossroads. Leave, that's all depends on what you believe in. But some of y'all connected to that, okay? But you need to know, or move to the crossroads. You already know what time it is, all right? I ain't got to say too much. Another thing that will help break up the spell, okay? And it's funny because if you look at her, look at it, it's like the gears in her mind are moving. So that's all about changing your thoughts. So working on your mind frame, working on your identity, what you perceive yourself as, because the spell that was cast was trying to attack your identity. All right, who you think you are, who do you think you are? You got people around you. Maybe you knew always who you were. Maybe you knew that you were destined for something, but you had people around you that were gaslighting you to make you believe that you were tripping, and that you're not gonna be anybody. You're nobody. So you're gonna have to break that spell up, okay? You're gonna have to get that out, okay? Another thing that will help with the breaking the spell up, okay, is the clock. So understanding, oh, you heard that? That's the ding. You heard that ding. I know y'all probably heard it. That's confirmation. You see, as soon as I said the clock, that you heard the chiming in, all right? You need to understand that not everything's going to happen like this, and not everything's going to take super long to happen for you, okay? Everything has a time. So that's the thing you're going to have to realize. So another thing that'll help break up the spell is understanding cycles, understanding that everything has its time and its place, and you understanding where you stand within that time and space, okay? Just know that no matter how slow it may be, okay, so the tortoise and the hare. Boom, confirmation. You heard that ding again. The tortoise and the hare. What happened with the tortoise and the hare? The hare thought it was bad-ish, He was doing his thing like, yeah, I'm going to win this. And what happened? Got fooled, got bamboozled by the tortoise, because the tortoise took his time. It moved at its own pace. It didn't try to compete or try to be like the next person. It was just its own. It knew that, and it stayed in its own lane. You got to stay in your own lane. You cannot try to compete with anybody. You can't try to, and if you have people around you like that, be aware of it and try to stay away from it. Because some of y'all, you're not trying to compete with people, but you need to understand that your lane is perfectly fine. It doesn't mean that you got to move out for other people's lane and do all that. Everything takes its time. And if you got people that say, oh, you're tripping, that's not going to work, you shouldn't do that. But if your spirit inside of you, God in you told you to do it, you need to be doing it, okay? Because God is leading you on a path that is righteous for you, okay? Enjoy your life, but don't be too crazy. Another thing about the spell is you get too uptight or too stressed out. Enjoy your life, okay? And then it's funny because this card has water in it, okay? Let me see if anything else has water. It's just this card has water. And I told you in the beginning, water is going to help you break the spell, okay? Utilizing the element of water, okay? Having a good time. Take yourself out. Do some things. You don't got to spend a lot of money to enjoy your life. You don't got to do all that. I don't know, people like, oh, I got to spend hundreds of dollars. No. You can take yourself to the park. You can take yourself for a walk. You can make a picnic for yourself. You can find trustworthy people and then go hang out with them. Okay? Enjoy your life. Okay? Okay? Live in the moment. Because all you have is right now. All the past is over. The future ain't happened. It is what it is. Okay? Making healthy choice. It's all about your love. Another thing that will help break the spell is how you love yourself, how you treat yourself, how you honor yourself, how you just make time for yourself, okay, the best you can. Allow yourself to be open to the possibilities of love if you're not in a partnership, okay, but also be aware of the foolishness that does happen, you know what I'm saying, but don't be too wrapped in it. Don't fall too deep in it. Okay. All right, let's see if there's any other messages for what will help break up the spells. Okay. I heard opening that third eye, making sure your third eye is open and can see, because there are people around you casting a lot of spells towards you, trying to affect you. So you have to be mindful of those people. Okay. The crone and winter 24. So somebody might be 24 years old or 42, or you might be feeling really drawn to those numbers. Okay. And the number 6 is also significant, all right? So it's very important. I mentioned 6 earlier, so when you watch this video again, you'll see what I'm saying. The crone in winter, what also will help you is maybe you have an elder. You call upon your spiritual team and ask them to send you the elder, because there's an elder that knows a lot of things that will also help you, okay? Also, understand and overstand that you are the elder. You are whether you're male or female, you have it within you. The maiden, the mother, and the crone inside of you, okay? So I don't know what you would call it as the masculine form, the male form of it, but you have it inside of you, okay? You have all of these energies in you. So if you feel like going outside of yourself, you don't want to do that anymore, okay? Cool. You have the crone, the wisdom, the wise one inside of you, because God is inside of you, so you can get the answers from inside of you, okay? So let's see if there's any other messages to help them break up the spell. The spell. I heard that convoluted. Something's been convoluted. So all of that. So some of you guys, you might drive a lot, or you might be in a lot of traffic. You might, be surrounded by a lot of people, or you're surrounded by a lot of things. Okay, you have to realize that no matter what's around you, you have to be able to be grounded in your own and centered in you. The spell, it affects you to make it that everything around you becomes chaotic. Okay, so you have to constantly be in tune with you. That's why I said the third eye, being able to see, to be able to be wise. Okay, because there's a lot of wisdom that comes in this group. That's why the crone came out. Okay, and winter is coming up if you're on the Western Hemisphere. Okay, so it's very important to tune into the wisdom and the power that you hold. Some of you guys, you need a new car, or you need if you need a new car, or you need a car or something, some type of vehicle, that's coming. But you got to break this spell. So you got to utilize your resources that are coming from within you and that are around you to break the spell. And you should look into the rune Isa, Isa. All right. So that's it. All right. So I'm gonna go on to group two. Thank you so much. Listens. Thank you so much. Those who picked group one. Appreciate y'all. And like, follow, and share if you haven't. Let's clear the energy. So we clear the energy. All right. All right. So we're gonna go to group two. All right. So group two. What's up, y'all? Hey, group two. What it do? All right. So um I'm over here, right? I'm looking up group two. What time is it? We're gonna say 12:34. I mean 15:34. All right, so I'm looking up and I'm looking at the grass and I'm like, wow, it looks so green and so beautiful. So y'all need group two. What's gonna help break up the spell is your connection to the earth. Y'all need to make sure y'all grounded. Y'all feeling that grass. Y'all putting your hands up in that grass. That you guys, your feet are touching, planted, grounded, safe, and secure. You need to know what's going to help break up this spell that's been over your life is knowing that you are safe and secure, believing that you're safe, walking in that, knowing that you're good. Like every step that you take upon this land, that you are tuned in and tapped in and connected. All right, you got to remember, like, I am safe, I am secure. But I know you don't always feel like you're safe and secure, but this is what's going to help you, group two, to feel in alignment, okay? But to break that spell so that you can feel in alignment, all right? So you got to really make sure that you're tuning into the earth, okay? And I know it get cold and things like that, but you need to sit with the earth. That's what's going to help this group two, being connected to the earth. That's visualizing your cord connecting to the core of the earth, that you're standing firm, and that whatever you plant your feet into, that it's gonna be all good. That's what's gonna help y'all, okay? That's how y'all gonna get it. Knowing the earth and her and all her beauty, that's gonna help all y'all. So that's flowers, herbs, plants, okay, trees, okay. Oh, only one card came out. I guess group two ain't gonna be too long. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, yeah, we got the heartbroken. So you guys, you have dealt with a lot. You dealt with a lot of people who maybe took your kindness for weakness, or people that were just not the best versions of themselves, and you weren't the best version of yourself, but you were in a better mental position than them, and they pulled you down to a very lower space. And so you still carry that despair, you still carry grief, you still carry loss from the version of you that you were, or the connection that you had. So what's going to help you guys break that spell is acknowledging your heartbreak, acknowledging that pain, because these emotions, they become, these thoughts become things, and these emotions, they become people, they become energies that jump into people, and the cycle keeps looping and looping and looping until you finally say, I had enough, and make a choice to choose a different way of thinking and doing, okay? And one of this probably the spell that you probably had that was casted upon you, okay? It could have been cast by people that you loved, yeah, probably from childhood, from family and friends, okay? So you probably had a lot of backstabbers, okay? You probably had a lot of people around you that could see your greatness and just try to snuff the light out of you, okay? To the point where now you snuff the light out of yourself. You don't allow yourself to get too big, too bright, too brilliant, because guess what? The people around you didn't see the brilliance, so why would you see the brilliance, right? That's crazy thought process, but that's what happens psychologically when we are um, put through so much with others, right? So what's going to help you break the spell is realizing that all you have is right now. And if you were to go today in this moment right now, are you going to die with hella regret, hella shame, hella embarrassment, hella pain? Are you going to die like that? Or are you going to take the time to say, you know what? I'm going to shift how I'm perceiving this. Because some things don't have to be looked at as something negative, right? Honestly, everything we go through, there's lots of ways that we can perceive it, right? And I feel like the people who are the strongest in the whole world are going through the worst things or who have been through the worst. So if you meet somebody who's been through a heck of stuff, like yourself, that means you're one of the strongest ones. That means you're really powerful. And they don't want you to empower yourself, because they're not gonna if you don't matter like that, you ain't really gonna go through that much. It's not, there's no reason for you to go through that much, because you don't really matter. Like, it's whatever. You just here being a pawn to whatever, right? If you know, you know. Okay. So have a little fun. What will break up the spell is enjoying your life again, because it feels like you tried, but then you always meet people who always got some funny business to say, something to try to pull you down, or say something that make you question yourself, or doubt, or just be in a negative space. So that's why you got to make sure you make the time without people. Okay, you don't need to have certain people around. If you got cut ties, you cut ties. That's also going to help break the spell by you recognizing that this was what's been happening. Okay, why you try to, and it's like, with this group, it feels like there's a person or an entity that's just been following you through all your lifetimes, okay? And this entity, baby, this entity feels like an obsession. It's obsessed with you. So every time you get close to people, it tries to, like, do things to stop that. So it'll cause people to start acting crazy. It'll cause people to not think clear. It'll cause people to, because it wants you to itself. So you got to banish that. Okay, you gotta banish it. You gotta tell it that it cannot do this anymore. Okay, like they said, you gotta call it by its name, right? You gotta be the one to say enough. Whatever entity, being, or whatever's been blocking me, or following me, or affecting me, I had enough of you. I'm in control. You are not in control of me. Okay, I'm writing my story. You're not writing my story anymore. So whatever entities that have been attached to you, because people have placed things on you. These are people that were friends, that cared about your group too. This is a real thing. There's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. Remember, thoughts become things. Okay? And so these people, a lot of them are not around you anymore, but they affected you. And so you're going to have to really empower yourself. Use your voice. Use your voice to tell whatever entity that's been attached to you due to, different lifetimes, that it can no longer do that. It's either your friend. Look at that. You see that? You heard the ding? That's confirmation. Either it's your friend to be there as a support team, or it got to go, because you're no longer going to allow it to affect the relationships you're trying to create. Okay? And I told you, everything upon the earth will help you. Group 2. Group 1 might be significant, because I just said that. So Group 2, sit out in nature. Talk to the elements. The elements are here to help you. It will help you bind, block, and destroy that entity. Okay? So remember, you'll have is now. Don't keep harboring and holding on to the animosity. That's also going to help break the spell. Is recognizing that you have this moment. It's precious. It's beautiful. Even when it's struggle, you're still here alive. You're the strongest. Only the strongest can survive the hell you survived. Okay? So, enjoy your life, but in a healthy way. Okay? Enjoy it. Also, some of you single, enjoy being single. It's a gift. If you're in a relationship, enjoy being in a relationship. If that means you gotta separate yourself within your mind from your partner, so that you can give yourself more self-love, so be it. But that means you communicate. I need to love myself more. I need more time. However, building rapport, loving on yourself. Okay? You're going to have some new community coming in, new love, new relationships. It's going to be really beautiful, y'all. Y'all about to have such beautiful things, because you're going to be breaking this spell. And this entity, once you tell it what it is, you ain't been acknowledging the entity and I know you see it. You keep seeing the same energy in each person, the same person, different faces, same entity. You saw that card? It's two of them too, I think. So remember that. It's the same energy, because it's the same being, and it keeps coming for you until you said enough. You have the power. Speak it. Number 19 and number 1. Wishes. remembering what your wishes are, remembering the power that you hold, remembering how important you are in the story of your life. Maybe you're not, maybe you weren't important to other people in their story, but in your story, you are hella important. Okay? You need to, heavens knows your importance. Okay? You bringing heaven down here on earth with you. Okay? So look forward. You see, she's looking forward. She's not turning to look behind her. She's not looking to the side. She's not doing none of that. She's looking ahead. And that's what you guys have to do. Look ahead, straight ahead. Focus. Focus on the prize. Okay? Focus on the prize. And she's standing in nature. And like I said, you utilizing the elements around you. And she got a little companion. You see the cat? She got her spirit guide. Look, you know what I'm saying? You got companionship that's out here with you. Okay? The gathering. Okay? Number 19. Once again, you're about to build and have more community. Whatever that entity that's been attached, okay, it's been blocking people from seeing the greatness that you are. Some of it was divine protection, and some of it was this entity that's been following you, that's been, trying to get with you for um, group two. Okay, so this is an entity that it just, and that's why you keep seeing the same person. Like this you remind me of somebody, because it's the same entity. It keeps coming back because it just wants you. It wants to get close to you. It couldn't do it. It couldn't have you lifetimes ago, and it just wants you. It needs you, and you got to say no. I've had enough of this. You need to leave me alone. You either become a friend of mine to help me, to support me on my elevation and expansion, or you got to go. You cannot do that. Bind it up. The elements, I told you, group two, earth, everything upon the land. Look at all this grass. The grass is green. Utilize it to help you to shift your life. And that's going to break the spell. And also, you communing with people. You being open. Some of y'all are kind of introverted, or you became introverted. Some of you guys are, just so disappointed by people. But it's just that it's a certain type of entity that just keeps on doing things to block you, because it doesn't want it doesn't want to share you with others. Okay? And at first that was helpful because a lot of people didn't have your best interest. But then it's trying to also block the good people from coming in, the right people for you, your soul tribe. You now need to banish it. You need to step into the position of authority and say, I've had enough. Okay? What do you want from me? It wants you. That's it. But you can ask it. And you tell it needs to go. You are the power. This is your reality. This is your story. It doesn't control anything anymore. All right? Some of you might be in a gathering. You might end up going to a gathering, and that's how you're able to actually banish it, or get it to leave you alone. Because if it's not willing to help you, it needs to go away. Okay? So, let's see. Last card. Anything else for group two to help group two? Goodness, I don't like how this is feeling under my cheeks, because it's like the ground is uneven. So the way I'm sitting, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this, baby. All right, let's see. Anything else? Okay. Yeah. Headwise. So look up the room headwise. Okay. EHWAZ. All right. So what's happening is you are going to now, another thing that's going to help you is recognizing that you don't have to be alone, and that you actually, there are people that will help you up. They won't just leave you there to die. Okay, there are so many beautiful people in this world, okay, that will help support you. But the spell cast upon you made you believe that people are just no good and will destroy you or pull you down, or they want to see you suffer. No, that's over and done with. That doesn't exist. Not in the story that you are. You're in a new cycle. I hope y'all know you in a new cycle. You're not in the same old cycle y'all was in. Okay? So, all right, y'all. You got this. Okay? You are very beautiful. You're very powerful. And the hell you've been through, ain't nobody could just survive that the way you did. Okay? And no wonder things and people are obsessed with you. Why? Who wouldn't be obsessed with your strength? Who wouldn't be obsessed with your beauty? Who wouldn't be obsessed with how powerful you are? But just like a flame, the moths are attracted to the flame, right? They're attracted to the beautiful lights, okay? And so you have to just stand firm. Now, you heard that that ringing, that was confirmation. That's another thing, okay? Who wouldn't be attracted? But you are the one in the power. They want your power. But you got to say yes and no. So you stand up and shift that. All right. So peace. Thank y'all. Please like, share, and follow if you haven't. Okay. So we got, let's clear the energy. Let's clear. Let's clear it. All right. Bet. Thank you. All right. So, hi, group 3. What's up? All right. I felt like group 3 need a little razzle dazzle. Group 3 need a little sprinkle, a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, you heard that ding? Oh my God, that's confirmation. That group 3 really need that razzle dazzle, like that reminder that you was just, you sprinkling things everywhere you go. Okay? It's crazy because with group 3, I know you guys came here to, for the question of how to end or get rid of the, how do you break the spell, right? Group 3, y'all already breaking it. Group 3, the divine trinity, mother, father, child, okay, mother, maiden, crone, mind, body, soul, spirit, whatever, like y'all already breaking. Group 3, okay, group 3, y'all already breaking the spell. Like, what, y'all already doing it, okay? But let's see what will add a little, what will add a little kicker to y'all breakage of this spell, okay? And I feel like I need to use these, okay? So what will add a little kicker to the spell y'all already breaking, because y'all already feel like y'all breaking? Sunlight will help. And what am I doing out here, group 3? I'm out here in the sunshine. Okay, so group 3, y'all already breaking the spell. Whatever changes you made, whatever decision you made, whatever work you've been putting in, baby, whether it is how you taking care of your body, how you taking care of your skin, how you taking care of your heart, how you taking care of your thoughts, how you taking care of your relationships, how you saying no to certain connections and saying yes to others, how you moving. Group 3, you are the sun, okay? Y'all, sunlight is going to be your bestie, okay? Sunlight is going to help you expeditiously, okay? Like T.I. expeditiously. So the sun is going to be your bestie. That's how it's going to also help break the spell, because it's helping to connect you to the element of the earth, and it's helping to the skin, your melanin, okay, and whatever you are, okay, wherever part of the world you come from, the sun is your best friend. And I know, like, there's certain things, the sun is too bright, it affects your eyes and all this, and then they'd be like, oh, you gotta wear sunblock, all that. Okay, however you choose to believe and move, that'll be your story. But I'm here to tell you that sun is your best friend. That's gonna help you break the spell. The sun is like, yo, what's up, what's good? That's it, the sun. You are powerful. You are powerful, sun. And then there's a song, and it goes, the sun will shine, and I'll be all right. Okay, I don't feel like singing, but yeah. I wish, what's the song? What is that? Oh, they say, go away. I command you to move today. Storm, you have to see storm. That's what I told the storm. So that's the song for you, okay? So what I told the storm, I told the storm, storm, you can't last. Go away. I command you to move today. And so what I'm here to tell you, group 3, is that you're so powerful. Your powerful card came out, and sunlight will help. You're so powerful, okay? I even did your whole reading differently because your energy is so different. You've been putting in heck of work to shift it. You didn't know what spells was cast, but you knew something wasn't right, and you've been doing the work. And because you've been doing the work, you are going to see results. Okay, I saw the number 3. So within 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, your life is going to shift tremendously. It's going to be opportunities that you apply for that you forgot about, and it's going to come through. You're going to see that money going to come out of nowhere. You're going to see that your health is improving, all because whatever you've been doing, whatever you detoxes you doing, whatever cleanses, whatever changing your thoughts, whatever identity shifting, whatever you've been doing. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't know everything you're doing, but I just know because there's too many people that will see this, whenever they're gonna see it. Okay, so let's see anything else that will help group 3 break the spell. Dang, group 3. Like, I just felt like razzle dazzle, like to sprinkle some stuff, because it's like it's already done. Y'all already doing it. Like, you already did. You already on point. Okay? You already on point. Sigils will help you. Okay? Sigils. Okay? So you guys, you already know about sigils. You already know about that. You might not be into it, or you may be. I don't know. But sigils will help you, okay? Sunlight, sigils will help you. Those are the two things that you really need that will help you. Because you're already doing the rest of the stuff. You've already been changing your ways, changing your thoughts, realizing that there's an issue with certain addictions and habits and that you have to shift out of it. You've already been doing the work, group 3. But the extra thing that will help to add a little oomph to yourself is sigils, utilizing sigils, okay? And your name, I heard. Something about your name, utilizing the power of your name, your real name. I don't mean the name the world gave you. I mean the real name, the true name, your true name. You know what your true name is. And if you don't know, you need to tune in and tap in to the God inside of you to get your real name. You know your real name. You don't give it to nobody. Don't tell nobody your real name. I don't mean the name that the corporations or the country or the state or the one that your parents gave. I'm talking about your real name, the true name that was given to you, that is a divinity, divine name that is embedded inside of you, to the cells of you, on the soul, within you. It knows. So you ask it, it's going to tell you. And don't tell nobody that name. Utilize that name to override these programming and these problems and the wickedness that's being sent towards you. Utilizing sigils and to keep that sunlight popping. Okay, I heard you, my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is popping. Okay, so keep them lips hydrated and keep that body hydrated. Okay, because you're going to be out in a lot of sun, because that's going to help you break this spell. Hi. Hi. You ready? It's okay. Confirmation. I don't know if y'all. He scared the bejeebies out of me. If that's even a word. Oh my God, y'all. That scared me. And he was a black dog. That's confirmation that you're on the right track. Listen, he scared me. But I picked up that. But you see that? I don't let fear stop me from doing what I need to do. A lot of us came here to do some things, and we can't be afraid of not a thing, okay? We might be a little worried, but we still gonna keep it moving forward, okay? The dog came. He ran over here. He was so cute. And I took the ball, threw it back, and I said, "You see that? Boom, go get it." And it was a black dog. So that's confirmation, okay? You on the right track. You already doing what you need to do. Nature, animals, everything around you will speak to you because you're tuning into it, because you're already doing the work, group 3. You're already on the right track. Bruh, a sprinkle, the little razzle dazzle, okay? A little bonita, okay? A little bonita, like a little beauty. Okay, just keep taking care of your body, keep taking care of your mind, and keep doing the things that you're doing, because sunlight and sigils are going to be the things that's going to help you moving on this journey of breaking the spell. But you're already doing a lot, so this is just simple things that you can do, okay? And utilizing your real name. What is your real name? Not the name the corporations and the government, your family gave you. I mean the name that is divinity, that is divine inside of you, and everybody has one. And you don't tell nobody that name. Don't you ever speak that name to anybody. But you command it within your mind, utilizing your name and your power, because you are powerful. Oh, snap. The card that came out says, yes, of course. Sorry, guys. I was smiling like I ain't had no teeth. Like I ain't had no teeth, y'all. That's so crazy. Bro, did you see that? It said, yes, of course. As I said that, at the same time, that card, I turned over and it said, yes, of course. You saw me shuffle it right in front of you. Okay? This is confirmation. I'm getting so excited. I get excited about these things. The coincidences. Right? I get so excited about the synchronicities, everything that comes together. I get so excited. Okay? All right? Subconscious reprogram occurring right now. So y'all got your subconscious mind reprogramming itself because you're doing different things. Okay, you doing it. Don't worry, group 3, you on it. The spell's been broken. And some of y'all it's being broken. So you don't gotta worry. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the changes. Keep changing up. You not shifting, timeline jumping. Okay, quantum leaping, bumping, dumping. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this one. Animals will help. And a dog just ran over here because the ball fell over here. And I took the ball and threw it over there to the dog. I'm just saying. And the dog was black. Okay? That is what was hidden. It's shown in your face. The dog ran over here, shocked me, surprised me, like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. The color of his fur is black. So what is hidden is showing itself. It has to. Because you are at the level of consciousness and awareness that is allowing you to see what has been hidden. People have been cloaking a lot of things and doing a lot of hellish things to you. Hellish stuff. You heard that ding? That's confirmation. People have been doing hellish things to you. And they will no longer be allowed. They can't. Because you see. And once you know your real name and you speak it, you don't got to say it out loud, but you commanding through your real name to make things change in your reality. And I don't mean the name that was given to you at birth. I mean the name that you've always had, that goes through every lifetime, all through eons. Okay? You are primordial. There is no beginning and there's no end to you because you've always been. I can't believe animals will help us at the end, at the bottom. I'm just saying that's confirmation, baby. Like, the shifting is real. Y'all really on point. Y'all really been doing the right thing. So I'm just here to confirm. I love y'all. And thank you so much for everybody tuning. I literally did y'all whole reading totally different from group 1 and 2. So y'all already know that you are powerful, group 3. You know what I'm saying? And what was it? There's that quote, and it was from a movie. But it's not just from a movie, but it's from, I can't remember exactly what it was, an excerpt or something. And she said, the guy who repeated in the movie, it was a Samuel L. Jackson movie, I believe. And he said, it is not that we are, it's not that we fear, what is it? We fear that we can be great beyond measure. That's what it is. It's not that what we think we fear, what the world thinks we fear, or what the world wants us to fear, but it's really our greatness that we truly fear. And we're getting out of that spell. That's a spell. That's a spell. We rebuke that spell. We bind that and we cast it out. Okay? We're not with that spell business. We accept our greatness. We walk in that. We appreciate it. We love it. And we're grateful for it. So thank y'all so much. And thank you for tuning in the sun. So y'all getting some sunlight while you with me right here on this live. Okay. So peace, y'all. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.